Happy Tuesday, y'all. It's Tuesday, June 24th. It is about 7 minutes to 8. It is 79 degrees in my car. How hot is it where you are? So yesterday when I got my car, when I looked to see, it was 106. So it may have been hotter than that when I got in there because I did turn the air on. But y'all, whew, that's why I love summer, but I don't love the heat. It's too hot. This Louisiana heat is humid. I mean, I remember one time when I was working in another office, I walked outside and felt like somebody had punched me. It was that hot outside. Ooh, goodness gracious. So we were planning a trip to Gulf Shores, but like I said, I don't want to do the beach in the heat of the summer. I just don't. I know that sounds crazy. That's what the beach is for, but the blood pressure medicine I'm on, it tells me to not come into direct sunlight. Stay out of direct sunlight. Y'all, my curls tight, but they'll fall. But yeah, so that heat, I told my doctor, I go out in the heat, I get a headache and everything, and she said, well, just drink a lot of water. I told y'all this, drink half of your body weight in water. So I've been trying to do better. Yesterday I did 3 of those 16.9 things in the morning. If I could do 3 in the morning and 3 in the evening, I'd be close to my goal. So that's what I'm trying to do. But y'all, like I said, I'm getting close to 60. I'm trying to do better health-wise. I'm trying to follow my doctor's orders. And I get my sleep now. Even if I'm not sleeping, once I take that blood pressure medicine, I check out. And it ain't no purpose. That medicine knocks me out. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's well. I was awakened to some sad news Sunday. I didn't go to church Sunday. I watched online. This was really just exhausting. One of my cousins died. She actually spoke at my mom's funeral. Such a sweet lady. She's a Proverbs 31 lady. Yeah. My two of my cousins married 2 brothers, and the one cousin died a year and a half ago in December. And the other one died here not long ago. And so there's 2 brothers have lost their wives. And it's just... But the thing about my cousins, they were women of God, so we know that they're sleeping with Jesus. That's one thing that we could be assured, and that's one thing that gives me comfort. When your people, they die and they know and they have a relationship with Christ, we know we're going to see them again. If we live right. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Where all this smoke? This guy's in got a trailer behind him, and that car's smoking. I gotta get back over there. I'm gonna do this something like that. Looks like both of them smoking. I gotta get in between all this smoke. But yeah, I'm just praying for everybody that's grieving, everybody that's got bad health diagnosis, and so many people since Chanel Jones, and I've been praying for Chanel. I hadn't seen anybody say anything about it. Y'all know Chanel Jones on the Today Show, and I know when they had said that she was taking a leave of absence, they said it was not anything involving her or the kids. Well, I knew right then it was her husband, and he was sick with brain cancer, and he has since passed. And I hadn't seen or heard anything from her. You know, when her husband first died, everybody was talking about it and offering it and offering their condolences and stuff. And so I'm praying for comfort for her and her children, because her husband was an active father. You would see him in a lot of... Craig Melvin was saying how he was involved in all of the kids, extracurricular activities and things like that. So I'm just praying, the death is hard, y'all. That's one thing in my life that happened to me that brought me closer to God. When my mom died, I'm telling you, if it hadn't been for me getting her closer, because I already had a relationship, but to get a closer relationship, I don't know where I would be today. I'm just being honest about that. But anyway, y'all, I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all be blessed. Make someone smile. Much love. Bye. All right, y'all. I'm headed to the dentist. I actually go to the dentist every 3 months. But yeah, so I just wanted to come on and tell y'all I had found some new stuff I had been using at Amazon, and I noticed that the last time I went to the dentist, my visit was, it didn't take her that long, and my visit was good. So I want to see how it is this time, and then I'll share with y'all what I use. Because as we get older, you know, so like I got classmates, like I got a girl work with me 20 years ago that had false teeth, and she and I are the same. She had dentures, and she and I are the same age. So yeah, I don't like my hair this tight, but it's gonna fall. I thought it would have fallen by now, but it hasn't all the way yet. Usually I do my hair on Sunday, but I didn't go to church, so I didn't do it Sunday, and I didn't do it, well, I usually, if I don't go to church, I usually do it that Sunday night, but I didn't do it Sunday night either. My hair really wasn't dirty, but I just, because it's hot and I sweat in my head, I like to wash my hair every week. In fact, when it gets real hot, I used to wash it on Sunday and Wednesday. But as you get older, I think the blood pressure medicine kind of dry your hair out anyway. And so washing it that much may have been what was making it fall too. But I told y'all, every April and every October my hair sheds. It just does. I don't know what that is. But anyway, share that with you, and I'll keep y'all updated. Not because you want to know my situation, but I like to share because what I find, how I come out this time, what I'm using may be helping, right? And if it is helping me, I'll share it to help you. Because that's what I am. That's who I am. Yeah. Alright. I'll holler back at y'all. Bye. Hey y'all, as I promised, I wanted to come back and show you and talk to you about my dental visit, and it was great. Didn't have any cavities or anything, and my cleaning was very short. So I told y'all I get a dental cleaning every 3 months, just because I told y'all before I had braces, I had gaps, and so your teeth are interdependent on one another, and so by me having the space in between them, my gum line was kind of have receded, and so I've had gum graft surgery, things like that, because y'all, I am terrified of losing teeth. So I go every 3 months, and then some of the things I use are listed. I wanted to show you, list them here. I'm going to also list them in my Amazon store. So the first thing I have is it's it's an oil, and it's used for gum disease. I use that. You just take the little thing and put it on your gums. I started doing that about 2 months ago. I found it, I can't remember, probably on Yahoo or something like that, but I read up on it. And then secondly, I got the Healthy Gums. This is a tonic you just take. It has a little dopper. You just take it, and then you just put it, you know how oil plugging, this is similar to that. So I use that. I also put this on a brush and go in between my teeth. So because what you want to do, you want to clean below the gum line. You know, as you get older, that's how you protect your teeth. And so also I use these little brushes. I found these, my dental hygienist used them after she cleaned my teeth and everything. She used these, and they have a mint flavor, and this is to see how sharp it is. It gets into the little real tight spaces up in your gum line. You can go up through there and make sure you get like any leftover, like I eat peanuts, anything like that, you get that out. And then I use these are called like proxy brushes. You see they got different sizes, and that depends on how big the space is, like the pockets or whatever. And what you do is you kind of like flip it up, and you go in between your teeth and clean up under the gum line. That's what that's for. And then thirdly, I use this tooth and gums tonic. You use this and you squish your mouth. You can also use it as a mouthwash, but you use it to, that sound, and then you also can use it as a mouthwash. And I use that. And so you want to do it morning and night, but surely if you run out of time, you just make sure you do it at night, because that's when you get the most, bacteria in your mouth is at night. And you want to not eat for about 15 to 30 minutes after you do this. Yeah, and also y'all make sure that you use a tongue cleaner. And so this, especially for us over 50, you want to make sure you're being extra cautious about your dental hygiene, keeping your permanent teeth. Y'all be blessed. Much love to everybody. Have a good night.
I feel the love. I feel it growing every day. I feel the love.